Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ThePodocasts. So, AMP, huh? It's a stable coin now. You know what? Clearly it's not. But looking at it over the last month, it is pretty well cemented at 6-ish. Lots of speculation, lots of rumors, clinging on to any little bit of news and listening to the trumpets blare when conjecture is assumed to be fact. And off we go. I've been having a ball watching AMP videos from from other creators. We are flat out of things to talk about and end up just regurgitating talking points because, you know what, Flexa isn't giving us anything new. I have personally been railing away on my live streams. I got accused of FUD during the last show because apparently it is bad form to ask the folks you are investing in for a roadmap, news, something, little bit. Just give us something. You are putting our money to sleep. Why? Anyway, what will it take to break AMP away from 6? It's been hovering in the 5.8 to 6.3 range for effectively the entire month with just a couple of profit-making opportunities. For me, I love it where it is, and I love that I know why it's there. It makes it so easy to predict at this time. I disclosed on the last AMP video where my scalp points are, using a very dangerous assumption that nothing changes. And I'm guessing from the plethora of news that's coming out of the AMP camp that nothing is changing right away. This one is a slam dunk right now to build your bags free of charge. So what will it take to break AMP out and sustain the breakout? Very important piece there. Sustain. What will it take? We're discussing that a bit today before I slough off to work, so please stand by. I have to tickle some fundamentals in the off chance that this is the very first AMP video someone might see, and I don't want them assuming I am doing standard YouTube stuff here and citing moonshot without knowing anything about the token. I know a great deal about AMP. It is my favorite long-term hold, and I do stake a lot, just not all of it. I can continue to get my 4% from Flexa, and I love passive income, or I can put a bit of it to work and get more. When your money has been asleep for a month in crypto, it can be a little bit alarming. So, real quick nutshell, AMP, collateral token, singly used at this time by Flexa for collateralizing crypto spends. Take a look at the white paper for further details. I certainly have. AMP is an asset agnostic rail, anything in and anything out, so it can be used in any number of situations, and we have wargamed the hell out of them here on the podcasts. It is an exciting token with worlds of potential, but it is a foundational token, so its intrinsic value is determined by those that build on AMP and not specifically the liquidity of AMP. Volume will move the needle, of course, but it won't sustain it. What will sustain it is organic growth, which is why it has been so flat for so long. I know a month doesn't seem like a lot, but in crypto, a month with no real movement is a long time, particularly with the market uptrending right now. From the bottom back in July, most of the big tokens have doubled in value. The volume is up, and they have sustained that growth. Now, in the interest of pragmatism, in a bull market, damn near everything goes up, and every investor is a genius. But in the crypto world, the bulk of this growth is pegged to Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin wobbles, the market does as well. TAs are predicting the rise of the altcoin. And you know what? They're certainly rising and definitely outpacing Bitcoin. But the market is still tied together, and it's not as BTC. So you know what? We'll see. But I was talking about AMP. If you are a long-term sort of person, this is a golden opportunity for you to increase your bags and let the market pay for them. I speak a lot about 2 wallets, and I hope you take that seriously. One wallet is filled with your long terms. Price is irrelevant right now. Price in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, that's relevant. Your other wallet is your short-term or day trading wallet. This is the one you will use to fill your long-term wallet with profits. And before you go all tax crazy, diamond hands, IRS is going to get you, you will pay taxes at the end of the year on your profits. Yes, but it's a total of profits. If you start with 10 grand and finish with 15, your taxes are on the 5 grand that you're up. And this is confirmed by our very own tax guy. So as you think long-term on cryptos, you also need to think long-term on taxes. And I would much prefer to pay taxes on gains than to have no gains. But you do you, not financial advice. Back to AMP. If you are filling your bags with your gains, you are increasing your net value of AMP. So even though it is flat at 6, you have a lot more of it, and you continue to increase your volume. This gives you 2 really good benefits. First is that it insulates you from the dips by a very good percentage. If you increase your holdings by 20%, AMP can dip 20% and you are still even on it. If it decides to get moving on up, do the math. It's exponential. The second reason is more fundamental. As it holds in the 6-cent range, it is more or less a store of wealth, a fixed value that you can leverage if necessary. Predictability in the market is a godsend, and AMP is nothing right now if not predictable. It's not going to stay there, though, and you need to take advantage of the bullish market. Buying AMP is great, but if you are buying it with your own capital, you are not spreading your risk. You are putting all of your eggs in a single basket. It's great when it pops off. But as you are thinking long-term on AMP, you need to also be thinking long-term from an investment strategy. And anything you can do to make some gains and plug them back into your long-terms is a good thing. Long-term investment strategy, mitigating risk, spreading your portfolio. These are all good things. For AMP to move and sustain, it needs usage. Partnerships with Flexa are all over the place now, and they have some great ones. But it only works once they are implemented and once there is enough of a cultural shift to spend crypto in a meaningful amount. Until that occurs, Flexa is proof of concept, and there is no reason to keep your money asleep. We post different videos on the channel. All right, we love AMP, but the market is big, and these are what we see as solid investments with solid potential. Spread some money around. Take advantage of the market growth and use that to increase your AMP bags. Every bit you can put into AMP that didn't cost you anything insulates you from the dips. And although AMP is solid at 6 right now, it could all change tomorrow. I'll give you this one, man. It might not be the crypto way, but I can promise you that it is the smart investing way. However, not financial advice. Live stream on Thursdays at 1900 and member stream on Saturdays at the same time. Hope you guys like this one. Cheers.